Hey everyone, welcome back to another Subtl Beauty YouTube video. I personally was in awe by Beyonce's performance in Dubai, but so has everyone else in the world. She has been breaking the internet with this performance. So I knew I had to recreate her look for y'all. She looked magnificent, chef kiss in that performance like she does any other time. So I couldn't help myself but to recreate that makeup look. Well, trying at least. So join me as I show you step by step how to get your inner Beyonce out by recreating her makeup look from Dubai. I have already primed my face and put moisturizer on it. I'm going to put a thin layer of foundation on. Her makeup was super light and natural, so I'm just going to do everything in this makeup look very light. So I applied my foundation with the brush and it's evenly applied, and now I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. So I'm just doing my regular eyebrow routine, which is filling my eyebrows in a little bit and then cleaning it up with concealer a little bit just under my eyebrows and not on the top. Gotta just clean it up a little bit at the top sometimes, but just a little bit. Shaping your eyebrows completely is just not the thing anymore. I usually always do my eyeshadow last, but this time I remembered and I'm gonna do my shadow first. From the clear pictures I found from her performance, it looks like she just has a brown and gold shiny eyeshadow look. So let's try to do that. With my Subtl Stack, I'm going to be using this dark brown eyeshadow. This is the Eyeshadow Duo in Bon Voyage. And I'm going to make this eyeshadow look really simple, but try to make it look as close as the Beyonce's as it can. I'm just going to put some brown on the lid like this. Hers was really, really simple. It looked like it was just a dark brown base and then some gold shimmer shadow. I think I forgot to say my name in the beginning. I'm Sharon Jayy, by the way. I just remembered that because in the movie Obsessed with Idris Elba and Beyonce, guess what her name was? Sharon, of course. Now I'm going to go in with another eyeshadow duo and fill in first class. I'm going to go in with this shiny gold color. I'm just going to apply this to my lids. Oh, this is actually super perfect. You just fix it by just going back in with the brush that I used before. I look a lot better when I clean up the edges with concealer, but I think this is pretty good for now. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is in shade Perry. I am going to use a brush just to line this up a little bit so that I can have a little bit more precision. You see, it just looks way more better when you clean your eyeshadow up with concealer. Now that my concealer is on, let's go in and do some bronzer. I'm going to use my brush to just go in on my cheekbones a little bit. She didn't have like crazy makeup on her face. It was very light. So I'm just going to make sure that everything is just very light, evenly blended out. I also like to blend out my bronzer with a beauty blender. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. Before I go back in with concealer, I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend my concealer and just really get that in there a little bit more. Going to go in with a little bit more concealer. I'm not going to put too many layers because I don't want too much of a lighter look. Tip of my nose just a little bit and on the bridge. And go in with my beauty blender and blend the concealer under my eye out. Now it's time for some shine control powder. I'm gonna put some shine control under my eyes, wherever I put concealer. Shine control powder goes. On the sides of my nose, tip, and in the middle, just a tad bit. Down here. Now let's do some blush. This is gonna be Daytrip at Dawn. I have not used this blush yet. It's like a nuder tone of pink and red. And I think Beyonce has something on closer to this. And I'm really excited to see how it looks on me. I want to make sure I'm not doing a lot. Just a little bit. Just like that. That looks really good. Oop, I might have put a little too much. I'm a blush girl, so doing a little amount of blush is like, I have to really hold back. Let's use a little bit of highlighter in our inner corners and just a tad bit on our nose. I'm gonna put a little bit on my inner corners, and just a little bit on my nose. Also gonna put a little bit on my brow bone. Now that I'm looking at her picture a little further, it looks like she has bronzer on her forehead. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of bronzer on my forehead also. At the top right here. Okay, so it's coming along. Going to use a dark shadow that we use on our eye to put a little bit under our bottom lash line. Because she definitely has some on. I'm going to use a different brush because I need a little bit more precision. It's time for some lashes. Woo! Woo! It was a little bit of a struggle to put on these lashes. Her lashes are a little shorter and doesn't have as much volume, but these will do. Let's move on to lips. I'm going to go in and line my lips with my bronzer just a little bit. So I'm just going to do this really light. I'm going to go in with the lip and cheek in Mauve. This is my favorite lip and cheek. I think out of all of them, this is my favorite one. Maybe this is too pink. Yeah, this is too pink. Okay, so I'm going to mix the Mauve with the Dusty Rose and see if I can get that color that Beyonce is wearing. Yeah, I think that goes more together. Going in with Mauve. Going a little bit with Dusty Rose. I think I got the color. I went around my lips with a brown liner again, went in with a little bit more pink, worked my way up, but I think this is what it is. So this is the finished look. Do I look like Beyonce or what? We be all night. Yeah. If I walk outside, people are going to think I'm Beyonce, so I have to be careful with this look. I just need that crown thing she had and those dangly earrings, and I think it'll really be doing something. So there we have it, guys. The Beyonce Dubai Performance Makeup look. Let me give you guys a close-up. If I helped you recreate this look, don't forget to tag us on social media. We want to see your beautiful faces and creations. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!